Apologies for interrupting your viewing. An ad break will now run for 180 seconds. Please hang out and we'll be right back.
Friends, happy Sunday. Hope you are doing well. I'm not wow today. Who would have thunk it, right? Yeah, it is the 1st of March, which means it's time to set up my journal ready for next month. Definitely my neurospicy brain can't cope without having next month's pages ready to be written in at the end of every day. So I need to get on with that so I can stop worrying about it not being done. So yeah, slightly chilled start to the day. There's going to be some wow later, obviously. I've still not reached level 90 yet, so definitely more gaming is required. But for the time being, let's do some journaling. So let's switch over here. I'm hoping the angle of this is still right. I need to find a better camera situation for journal streams. I'm working on it. We'll get there eventually, I'm sure. So today I'm going to be using this lovely box of goodies. This is the Happy Dinos collection from Hubman and Chubgirl, plus I have some extras in here as well. And I actually have, I'm not going to get time to do both of these, but I actually have 2 books to set up. So I've got my journal, and I also have my work planner that both need to be set up ready for March, but I have more time to get this done because I'm not in work tomorrow. So we're just going to be doing the journal today. But first I'm going to have a look through all of the lovely goodies that are in this box. And can we just appreciate, first of all, how utterly adorable this is. Like, it's even decorated on the inside with all those cute little dinosaurs. I love this stuff, honestly. My wife will tell you I might be a little bit addicted, just a teeny, tiny, smidgety bit. In this lovely box of goodies, like I say, I have added to this. The boxed set is a more recent addition. I grabbed this. When did I get hold of this?
Hey, bum bum bum. Got any grapes?
Thank you so much for the follow, Alex the Slipper Addict. Lovely to have you here. Welcome on in. You're just here in time for the good stuff. Unboxing. So yeah, the box set itself is a recent addition. I purchased this when it was in one of their weekly sales not so long ago, but I have been collecting some of these stickers beforehand, so there are extras in here that are not part of the box set, but we'll get to those. So first of all, we have this very little enamel pin. Look at this guy. He is definitely going on the washi drawers downstairs. I have sorted today's stream out. We have two lovely washi tapes, which I will be swatching momentarily to see how they look. This is a bonus. I didn't get this in the box. This is for my Hobonichi weeks. This is a little weeks kit that I'll be using at some point this month. Then we get into all of the lovely sticker goodness, and I have already put these in wallets. It's probably really silly of me because now I'm going to have to pull them all out of their wallets, but we have month headers, and I got an extra sheet of these. You get one in the box, and I've grabbed an extra one because I knew I would need more. You get the date dots. This is for setting up your monthly calendar. You also then have your day dots, so this would be for going through your daily pages, adding those in, and you also have your days of the week, and again you get one of each of those in the box, and I have added an extra one because I knew I would need extras. And this is also an extra. If I can have a little bit too much light going on here today, let's try and change that. Maybe that's better. There we go. So these are little dinosaur eggs with the dates on. This is an extra sheet that I added in because I knew I would need it. Flipping over then, we have even more cute stickers, obviously. We have little banners, and I've grabbed two of those. So one in the box, one bonus. Yes, I will try very hard not to nudge my microphone too much as I'm holding things up. Sorry for all of the gross microphone noises that you've been plagued with. Let me move it slightly, maybe that'll help. Okay, we then have the cutest little dinos. Love them. And again, I have extras because the dinosaurs are just too adorable. And I have a feeling I'm going to be using a lot of them. You can't hear when you're not holding stuff up, you're not bashing it. Oh, okay. Oh, how? Thank you very much for the resub, Alco. Very much appreciated. I'm pretty sure it shouldn't be making that noise. That seems like a very generic, boring sound alert. Okay, we have more dinosaur stickers. We have the little Triceratops. And we have Brontosaurus, and we have Stegosaurus. And I do have this random sheet that is from the previous iteration of this collection, which doesn't exactly fit in with the rest of them. You can see the colours are slightly different, but they're still cute dinosaurs, so they're still going in. Them's the rules. I didn't make them, I just follow them. Happy Dino Week, indeed. It's Dino Month, not just Dino Week. Big sheets then, we've got the T-Rex ones with all of the awesome trees and leaves, fabulous volcano, and then the Stegosaurus and Pterodactyl. Love those. I love the little baby ones busting out the eggs. They might be some of my favorites. planner stickers too. I love these. Very handy boxes. This has just reminded me that there is a set of stickers that are not currently in the box that I need to grab. More date dots. And then day headers. Boop. Okay. If I switch into the back of Planner for Work, we also have in here, in the box, please hold, is the Hobonichi kit as well, which you can see I have already used quite a lot of this because I did set up my calendar for March ahead of time. So I need to start putting appointments on at work. So you get your monthly Hobonichi kit. I'll show you how that looks in a second. You then have the weekly kit. Now, this is slightly different from the subscription box in that I don't have the add-on sheet that has all of the extra days, which is why I purchased extra day header of the planner stickers so I can use those instead. And just so you can see how that looks, I do actually have it all set up in here. There you go. That's how they all look in a Hobonichi cousin. Very cute. Love, love, love. And there's where that missing heading went as well. I don't need any new binders, Alex. Stop. I have plenty of binders. No, that's actually a lie. Also need new binders. Yeah, because all of these pockets are going to have to go into a binder once I am done with all of these stickers. Although that means I have to take them out of the box. I don't know how I feel about that. Binder or box? Decisions. Okay, also in the box we have vinyl die cut stickers, which are just the cutest. Lots of little dinosaurs. Love, love, love them. And then, oh no, don't break the sticker, Funky. Don't do it, don't do it. I do have partial variety sticker pack and full variety sticker pack. So, like I said, I've collected some of these from other people's destashes that they have had in the past, where they sell their stickers. I mean, what kind of monster does that, right? Who gets rid of stickers? So, variety sticker pack. Get rid of that plastic bag, not going to need that again. In here we have some cute little pictures. These have got silver foil around the edge. And we have some stamps. These ones are super awesome. These have hollow over the top. Some very cute little scenery pieces. And yes, I do have a second sheet of those. So bonus sheet. Oh, they're different. So one of them is on like a, can you see this one is clear and this one's kind of frosted. Interesting. I guess they updated that at some point. These are very cool. These are little date, well, I guess it's just numbers, but they're intended for dates on little dinosaur eggs with some silver foiling. And then these are on a washi paper. So you've got some trees and scenery pieces and then just lots of little dinosaurs. And then the last thing that comes in the box, which I'm not going to be using today, but I will be at some point, is actually a dot grid journal that is also dinosaur themed as well, which I love. Super cute. Okay, box can go out of the way for the time being. Cutest box ever. So, journal time. No, in fact, first of all, washi swatching time. Them's the rules, like I said. I don't make them up, I just follow them. Uh-oh, we have a nosy cat incoming as well. As soon as I start talking into the microphone, Stormy decides it is time to come and say hello, apparently. Oh, the other thing I have, which also does not come in the box. And I did acquire this from a D-stash. There's this lovely set of themed sticky notes. I'm pretty sure I'm going to end up using these in at least one spread for this month. So yeah, we have those two. Okay, let's get these swatched so we can see what they look like. First task is to try and get the sticker off the washi tape without ripping it. I have two chances, there are two stickers, so do we think I'm going to manage this? Yay or nay? It doesn't always go that well. And this may be one of those times that it does not. Sometimes the second sticker is slightly easier than the first. I don't mind if the sticky comes off, I can add additional glue, I just don't want to rip the picture. How are we all today? Are we having a lovely Sunday? Does anyone else have any nice chill plans? Just a smidge of glue onto the back of that. One of the things I was looking into earlier today was actually streaming to YouTube as well as Twitch. And in the 20 minutes before I went live, I decided it was probably a little bit too much to try and get it set up today. But I will definitely be looking into that going forwards, because I think that would be fun too. There's a whole load of extra technical stuff that I need to do to get that working, which may include switching bot as well. Switching from Firebot to StreamerBot. So basically a whole load of stream admin. And since I actually wanted to get some journaling done today, I did not want to get bogged down in too much stream admin today. So yeah, probably should have used this sticker rather than that one, never mind. The second one comes off easier because you can peel the plastic away from it, but never mind. It's down now. Didn't bring up a sticker book with me, which was silly. Okay, we'll just temporarily pop that there. Alrighty, let us get this one swatched. This is actually a glitter tape. And it's a little dinosaur scenery. Just give me some inspiration. That's kind of what I'm hoping to do for my title page for this month. This is very, very cute. And I get this to show on camera. Oh, the little scenery. Very, very sweet. I love the glitter finish ones. Okay, adding into the washi swatch book. Very important. Gotta be able to see what your washi looks like. The little strips of that in there. And then the other one is called, so this one is called Dino Land with all of the little scenery pieces, and this one is called Baby Dinos, which is literally just little baby dinosaurs busting out of their eggs and then dinosaur eggs as well. The glitter ones never stick as well as the others. I find beautiful but annoying. Yeah, there is definitely, they're a different material, I guess, with that extra glitter on there. You wouldn't think that the glue would be different, since that is the underneath part. And I get the sticker off reasonably cleanly. Okay, I'm going to put that one up here, and we'll see which one comes off best this time. I have a whole book of washi samples, Alex, so this is my entire washi sample book. I do collect washi. Chub washis. And I have Oops a Daisy washi. Cute stickers only washi, of course. Quite a few of those. Coffee monsters. Salam, creative, love her washi. And then various miscellaneous ones. And then just lots of empty pages. Right, where were we? This one. Adding baby dino washi into the book. And as always, I think this sticker is going to come off better than the other one. But I am staticking to the... Does anyone else struggle with static? Is that like a personal thing? Is it your body chemistry? Or is it physics? Something that makes you more prone to static? Okay. This one has come off much better than the first one. So baby dinos can go down over here. Try and find the end of the washi. Yeah, I need the camera to be a bit more this way. Does anyone have any good camera setup suggestions? Let me know if you do. At the moment, this camera is literally just sat on top of my monitor, which is why it's at a slightly odd angle, which I hope doesn't make you feel too seasick or anything. And the desk that I have up here, I don't have like the lip on the edge because there's a bar that runs all the way around the edge, so I can't clamp anything easily to the desk itself. So, you have a brilliant idea on how best to get an overhead camera sorted, yeah, do let me know. Okay, hopefully you can hear me a little better now. Now that I'm done holding stuff up, I'll move the microphone a little closer. So there are two new washis. There's the baby dinos. And I'm going to have to do the other one upside down because the monitor is obviously in the way, but there's the Dino Land one as well. Okay, now we know what we're working with. First up, I'm going to do my title page for the month. And I kind of have some ideas for this. I'm thinking I'm going to use sort of the scenery ideas that are very much in all of the dino bits already. Is there one on here? No. So we've got this card that we could use, or I'm sort of thinking I can grab this back in without dropping it, of replicating something a little bit like this for the title page, because I think it looks awesome. And we get to put down a lot of stickers. Probably I'm going to do something along these lines. Hopefully I have enough of the trees and things stickers to be able to do that. Dr. Pepper is in the house today, keeping me going. Okay, so I do have these trees. These are the washi trees. We have these mini scenery pieces. There's the little photos too, so we could actually do something with those. Maybe we do like a little photo gallery instead of a full scene. That could work. Because the other bits that I have, there's a few trees and pieces on here and a little volcano. And then I've got like little leafy parts and the leaves and boulders on this one. Okay. I'm going to slightly cheat and have some inspiration searching. So, title page. Let's see if we can find any inspiration. Let me pop this up so you can see what I'm looking at. I'm just looking for some, I guess, layout ideas. I'm not looking specifically to copy somebody else's. So there's a cute one with like the little Polaroids. So we could definitely do something along those lines with these little pictures that we have. These little stickers, we could use those in place of Polaroids. That could be an option. I do like the idea of the big scene, but I am worried that I'm going to run out of stickers. And I can hear Alco rolling her eyes from downstairs as I say that. Decisions. What do we think, chat? Do we think cute little dinosaur Polaroids? Or do we think big dino scene? I don't have like the massive month title for this month either. Because this is an older collection. They don't have the really big month titles, so that may also have an impact. Let me just grab the month title back in. Right, I don't need the planner kit. Don't need the hobo kit. They can all go out of the way over there. The biggest title that I have is this one, which obviously is not going to take up as much space on the page, but that's not to say that I can't write the title in myself. Hey Tanae, we're using dinosaurs today. All the dinosaurs. This should be right up your alley. I don't know what you mean. I literally heard it, Alco. I heard your eyes roll into the back of your head. You were rolling them so hard. Do I write my own month title? And then I can make it bigger, which takes up more space on the page. Means I don't need to use as many stickers. Alternatively, obviously I could just buy more stickers, but shh, don't. Okay, let's be brave. And what if I wrote out March? So if I wanted to sit kind of here. So predictable, my wife, so predictable. Okay, so if we are looking at the grid, that is the halfway point, kind of there. And same on this side. How's it going today? How is WoW weekend treating you so far? You've made it to 90 and finished the campaign, right? Nice. Yeah, my plan for the rest of today, once I have my journal set up enough to allow my head to rest, is to get to 90 and finish the campaign. Because my normal MO is that I get to max level and I never finish the campaign, so I don't want to do that. Hello Hbom. I've done the Arator line, finished that one. Do any of these sticker companies do sticky tabs that people use to annotate books? If so, which companies do you suggest? Good question, H1. So do you mean like the translucent ones, so you can still see the text underneath? I'm trying to think who do sticky tabs like that. I will think on that if that is what you're after. I'm sure there are companies that do translucent. Okay. What have I seen that do translucent tabs? When we were in London the other day, I treated myself to the most awesome new eraser. It is giant, and I already need to use it. I have some translucent mini post-its. I did unfortunately get them from Amazon. I mean, I say unfortunately, we all use Amazon, I know, but trying to think. I don't know that any of the sticker companies that I use actually do those kind of tabs specifically. Mr. Pen is the brand that I get them from. And they do quite a nice range of colours as well. I've Amazon things, just wonder if there are any themed pretties. No, none that I can think of off the top of my head, honestly. That material, that kind of translucent, well, that was almost a problem word for me, material isn't that easy to come by, so I don't think a lot of companies actually end up making those. If I think of any in the future, I shall definitely, or if I come across any, I shall send you a link. What are you annotating? No worries. Many books, nice. I've recently joined a book club with one of the communities that I kind of hang out with on Discord. And as part of being in book club, I have come to the conclusion that I am a lazy reader. Like, we have a discussion on the book once a month, and I always feel like I don't have anything to contribute. Like, the book, the story just kind of flows over me. I'm not really paying, not that I'm not paying attention to it, but I don't sit there and save quotes from books, or especially have like lots of deep thoughts. I just sort of enjoy the story and let the story be the story, and then the story is over and I move on. So I don't know how you become more of a... Is it that I'm not engaged? Is that the problem? I don't know. Does anyone else do a lot of reading and or is part of a book club? And if so, how do you become a better book club discussion participant? Can you even see what I'm drawing here? Possibly not. I agree with that, H-Bomb. I do think people read more into a story and they try and find all of this like hidden depth and meaning, and sometimes a story is just a story. It doesn't have to be like this whole metaphor for anything. I mean, sometimes it is, don't get me wrong. There are definitely deep books out there, you've never been in a book club. I hadn't until this year. I felt it was time to, you know, broaden my horizons. And I feel like it's a very intellectual thing to do, you know, stimulate the old grey matter a little bit more. But I do worry that I don't really contribute much because, like I say, the story was the story. I read it, I enjoyed it. I'm ready for the next one. I'm lucky Paul likes the same kind of books. I often read the same ones, so if I want to discuss anything I do with him, nice. That does help. Alco also does read. She's not quite the reading demon that I am. Like, I can, if I get into a reading hyper-focus, I guess it would be, then I can read a lot and very quickly. Alco is a slower reader, but that's no less relevant. Reading slowly is still reading. How am I going to get this to look right? I do read a lot more, like, romantasy type books. Alco is definitely not into those, really. Although, she did read all of the Bridgerton books. I was very proud of her for that. Because that's very much not her normal genre. Did you enjoy them, Alco? I hope she did. Okay, I have the... Can you even see that? Pencil line. And I was all like, oh, you know, I can make it bigger. Is it bigger than the sticker? Yeah, it is. Marginally. Sorry to disappoint, you've not read them. I thought you had. I was giving you bonus credit then, wife. Why did I think you'd read them? Did you lie to me and say that you had? Okay, I'm trying to draw this time a palm tree to make this feel a little bit wider because there's a lot of space on this side and then not on this side. So my halfway point for each is here. Oh, it was the Hunger Games you read. Yeah, of course it was. Silly me. I mean, I was still fairly proud that you managed to read those as well. Crazy little drawings of palm trees incoming. I am no artist, as we all know. So I did something a little bit different in my journal last month. I didn't really do many of these kind of silly little drawings that I've been doing. I kept my layouts much simpler, so there was more space for writing. And I found that I did not enjoy it as much. So silly little drawings are back on the menu. You can read words, yes. No. Oh yeah, I was talking about my comedy giant eraser. I picked this up from the London Graphic Centre when we went to London back in, I said didn't I last month? It wasn't last month because it is now March, and we went in January. A different month. But the Tombow Mono Eraser is one of my favourites. I found it gives the cleanest result in terms of cleaning up pencils, so to find a giant one was kind of cool. And I enjoy the comedy value of having the largest eraser you've ever seen. Okay, giant palm tree. I have just realised I do have a couple of colours of pens that I'm going to need that are not with me. So maybe my lovely wife will find me a good brown pen from the mild liners on my desk. I'm kind of looking for a dark palm tree trunk brown. Thank you, love you. Okay, that has filled up the gap nicely. So there's my halfway point and my palm tree reaches to it beautifully. Happy with that. So if we were to add a nice line down here, that is going to be our landscape. I don't think I'm going to draw a volcano in. Maybe I should. So landscape down here, and we can add in some rocks and things too. And have some of the flying dinosaurs. Some little fluffy clouds. Gotta have fluffy clouds, right? I've had too many late nights this weekend. And I'm planning a very late one tonight. I have booked tomorrow off work as well. The finalization of WoW weekend. Fluffy cows would be cute too. It would. It would. Something for the dinosaurs to eat, yeah? No, these are all herbivores. I was going to say herbivorous. Is that a word? Is that a word, chat? Herbivorous dinosaurs. I feel like it should be a word. Okay, I don't think I'm pronouncing it quite right, but we'll go with it. Thank you, Hubman. Have you been doing any journaling, Hubman? Did you fall into that journal life? Little clouds. Very nice. And I think I'm going to add some little rocks here and there on the landscape too. I managed to keep up my daily writing in a diary, but it's not looking pretty in the slightest. I'm sure that's not true. I've seen a lot of people get into like a daily doodling recently, just adding a little doodle of something from the day. And I think I'm going to try and add this into the monthly page that I put into the journal. The other nice thing that I have seen people talk about is adding glimmers from the day. You know, like those tiny little moments of joy that occur. And it could be something really small, like, you know, your coffee tasted especially good, or I don't know, you smiled at some random stranger on a bus. Something along those lines. Just picking out one little moment of happiness from the day and remembering it, which I think is nice. These rocks might be slightly too big in comparison to the dinosaurs. And when I say slightly, I mean probably very definitely. It's fine. Who cares about scale? It's like Planet Zoo times, adding rocks to make the scenery look better. We add some little plants in as well. One thing that I was saying to Alex actually yesterday is I don't have that many green pens. Green is not a colour that I tend to gravitate towards. My natural colour bias is definitely for like pink, teal. I like teal, and kind of more interesting blues and greens. But in general, I don't have a lot of just green pens, which makes actually doing scenery type things quite tricky. And the collection that I'm going to be using for April is going to be very green. I might need to find some colour matches. And add to my collection, potentially. Little plant. See if I can get another one in down here. Move over so you can actually see it. How is everything sounding? It's been a while since I put Spotify on. Let me know if the music is too quiet or anything. How many months in advance have you already considered design-wise? So mostly I use the sticker subscription that I get to help me figure out what's going to be what in each month. So this month, well, March for the subscription was actually a theme that I wasn't as into, so I decided not to get the subscription for March, which is why we're doing Dinosaurs, which is one of the older collections instead. The March sub is based on 3 little pigs, and the stickers are very cute, don't get me wrong. I appreciate them, I just didn't fancy having 3 little pigs in my journal, and I love the dinosaurs, so I decided to go with the dinosaurs instead. But I don't really... hold on. If I go back here. So, calendar-wise, this is the sub that I use from Hubman and Chubgirl, and these little calendars, I don't know if you can see, on each one there's like a little picture, and that is a hint as to what each month is going to be. So for January we just had these clouds and stars, which turned out to be the dreamy jellies. For February we had all of the sweets, which was Sweets Town. March, if I do it that way you can see it, you've got the straw and the logs and the bricks for the 3 little pigs. And then this is April, and it's called Cute Critters, and they've literally just showed that, and that subscription has just gone through, so we already know what that's going to be. May is something to do with lemons and blueberries, and then June, if I can get it, there we go, is going to be rainbows, something to do with rainbows anyway. Yeah, they have the whole year planned out in advance, which is, I mean, with the amount of stickers that they produce, probably not all that surprising, honestly. But it makes it easier for me. I can see what the sub theme is going to be and decide if it's something that I do or don't want to do in my journal. And then if it's not, I can pick something else. Rainbow month, best month. Yes, it is. They've actually just done. So, if you are part of their Facebook group, you get to vote on the vinyl stickers that you get in the subscription box each month. Which group is it in? Let me see if I can find it again. I know Alex tagged me. Yes, there we go. I put this back on. So these are the stickers for Rainbow Month. So we get to vote which one we like the most. So I voted for number 2. But I do like the little star and rainbow too. So we already have some idea of how it's going to look. Preview, yeah. Bree is also very adorable. I think I voted for both in the end on the poll. So yeah, we'll see what we end up with, but it looks like it's going to be very rainbow heavy, which I'm very happy about. This was the 3 little pigs. Somebody else's post. I will just flash through it. So this is what we had for March. I don't know, it didn't speak to me in the same way that a lot of the other themes have done. So I decided to skip and do dinosaurs instead, which was a very good excuse, and I love the dinosaurs. So I went with that. Okay. Let's add some colour. Exactly, Tanae. Exactly. Who doesn't love dinosaurs, right? So I grabbed all of the colours that I thought would work for this month. I do have a lot in the purple range and not a lot in the green range, which could become a problem. We shall see. I only have one green Tombow, and it's quite a pale one. I do have this one, this mild liner also, so maybe I'll use that for the trees and the bushes so that it is a contrast against that, because they're slightly different colours. We'll see what I can do. I'll try to make it work, and maybe I need to look at allowing some other greens. Don't know how I feel about this. What I am going to do is pop this card under the edge of my page, just so that I can colour right up to the edge. This green is sort of more minty It's not even a true green. So the Hubman and Chubgirl, this sticker brand that I use, I only really discovered them last year. But they've been producing stickers for quite a few years now. So there are a lot of their like back themes that I really like. But because I have decided this year I'm using the sticker subscription to fill in my journal each month, it meant that I didn't really have a place to use any of those back themes that I liked, which is why I decided that if there was a theme that didn't spark joy in quite the same way, that was okay, and I would switch it out for something else. We have a very cute one as well that was for, I think it was January last year, called Positivity Pop-Ups. And it's all based on like computer screens and computer windows. And I think possibly the reason I like it so much is the colours, because it definitely feeds into my colour bias. It is all pink and purple and teal. So very definitely Leo leaning in that one. But there may be a point at which I skip a theme for that. And I quite liked the kind of overriding positivity vibes that came from it as well. Part of the reason that I enjoyed doing the subscription in the journal each month, I have definitely discovered, and I'm pretty sure this is part of the neurospicy. I like to have everything matchy. So the fact that I can get the date dots for the calendar that match and are in the same colours, and then all of the day headings are in the same colours. My brain likes this. There are some people that I know who set up their journals just using hundreds of different brands of stickers and pulling things from all over the place together. And I wish that my brain would let me do that. But that is not how I was wired. Okay, base green down. Let's see how this looks. Is this going to be enough of a contrast? It's similar but slightly different, so I think I will get away with that.
Apologies for interrupting your viewing. An ad break will now run for 180 seconds. Please hang out and we'll be right back.
Who knew it was ad break time already? Wow. Can you even see the difference between those two? I'm not sure that you can. I'll eventually go over that a bit more, darken it up slightly. It did feel a little weird today to start a journal stream and not just go straight into somewhere. But I know that if I don't have my pages set up for the month, I will feel behind. And it also makes it that much more difficult for me to get into my journal each day and add in what's been happening and everything, so we can pause the gaming for a little while. World of Warcraft will still be there. Colouring in with the highlighter side of a mild liner is apparently not that easy. Who knew? Okay, I feel like we are making some good progress here. I think I am going to fill in the month as well. I have this lovely, very pale purple brush pen. Possibly not the most ideal pen for this. Nice pretty lilac. Okay, ad break over. Thank you everyone for hanging out. Apologies for the ads, just, you know, Twitch doing Twitch things. For some reason, Russell is not announcing the end of ad breaks at the moment. Somehow that has got switched off. Alco, could I trouble you to bring me a couple of pens? Would you mind? On the pen shelf on the left hand side, I've got my black fine liners. Can I have the 0.5 and 0.6 ones of them? And on the right hand side, I have the brown mild liner, the ones that look like these. And if you can't find them, let me know and I'll come and grab them. Hello. Thank you very much. Perfect. You're the best. Pen delivery. Plenty of brown options and 2 black fine liners for outlining. Ooh, so the H is meant to go behind the C, and apparently I didn't actually put in the pencil line for that. Oops. So I mentioned earlier I'm planning to hopefully start adding YouTube to the stream destinations. Probably just for journal streams, not so much for gaming. But I think I'm going to set up StreamerBot to do that. Which is a massive departure. I've been using Firebot for, well, pretty much since we started streaming, I think. So quite a few years. That's going to be a fun few hours. As if it's only going to take a few hours. That's going to be a considerable amount of time in stream admin, I'm sure. StreamerBot's great. Okay, cool. I know quite a few people use it already. I'm pretty sure Nom uses StreamerBot. And I was looking today for like some multi-chat plugins, and Nutty has quite a few, but they all plug into StreamerBot. I figure if I'm going to start doing that, it just makes sense to move over. And Firebot is pretty cool too. There's definitely a lot that you can do with it, a lot more than I am doing, certainly. I did not do the all the bells and whistles options that I could have done. You use it yourself, H-bomb. Big fan. Okay, good to know. If I get stuck and have any questions, I will know where to go then. The guy who made it has some tutorials on it too. Nice. I know Nutty uses it a lot. I'm pretty sure he has some guides also. I should definitely look out for that. The other reason that I really needed to get March set up in my journal today, not just the fact that it is the 1st of March today. If I want to journal today, I need somewhere to put it. I'm also taking part in a traveling journal group at the moment. And the posting date to get my journal, oh no, sorry, the journal that I am currently working on to the next person is between the 6th and the 10th of the month. And I haven't actually done all that much in it yet. I have very much been slacking on that. So I need my evenings this week free to get on with that. I've been letting all of the ideas kind of percolate around in my head a little. What I want to add in. So I've already done my journal. Passed that one on at the beginning of February to the person who has that next. And I received one from the person in front of me. So I now need to add my parts into their journal. Yes. So our journal is only going around people in the UK, but there are people who do sort of worldwide ones. There's a lot of different things that you can put in, and sometimes people will theme the journal swaps. So one of the girls that comes to our journal meetup, she's in one, and they've themed theirs kind of around a book of shadows, so slightly more witchy, occulty kind of vibes. Or you can just do anything you like. A lot of people will end up putting in like a page about themselves to kind of introduce themselves. They will add in favorite places to visit, things that are nearby them. People add in like their favorite stationery shops if they've got places they enjoy shopping from and they want to sort of share that. You can put in pages that are just for a specific colour, so everyone who gets the journal after you can add in stickers or bits of pattern paper or journaling cards or anything like that that fit the colour theme. There are many different ways of doing travelling journals. In the one that I sent off my journal, I started off with a page all about me, so what I like about journaling, you know, information about me, all that kind of stuff. I did a soundtrack page, so I've asked everyone to add in a couple of favourite songs. So by the time the journal has been around to everyone, we can put together a playlist of everyone's favourite music. I did a postcard from home page, so I added in some blank white postcards and asked everyone to draw or in some way represent their hometown on a postcard. So again, once my journal comes back to me, I should have postcards from all around the country. What else did I put in? Oh, I did a little washi tape gallery. So all of the pretty washi tapes that I have, I added like little picture frames for them. So different journal groups do it in different ways. Sometimes there is just one single journal that goes around the group. Or the other way is that you all start your own journal, and then on the allotted date each month, the journal that you currently have goes to the same person. So you're always sending it to the same next person and you're always receiving from the same person. So it kind of goes around in a circle. And at the end you finish with your journal coming back to you, but it's been to everyone and has all of their contributions in it. I did a sticker rainbow in mine. You can just add in stickers or anything you want, basically. Bits of washi tape in each colour of the rainbow. It can be just creative, it can be informational. I thought it was a fun project to use some supplies, but also do some different things, since my everyday journal is quite fixed, I guess, in that it's a memory keeping tool. Having a journal that was just for fun and just full of creative ideas, it was quite liberating to put that together. And I've been enjoying it so much that I've actually joined a second group. And the girls in this group are very much into the kind of cute and colourful aesthetic, specifically. So this journal will have more of a theme. And we are just about to start that one. So I might end up doing some of that on stream. So you get to see what you can put into a travelling journal. Okay, which colour is blue? Sometimes the light in here makes this very difficult. That's definitely the green, so this must be the blue. Hello, Red Rose. How are you doing? Lovely to see you. Yeah, we just paint in the sky. Once my travelling journal comes back to me, I will bring it on stream so you can see all of the pages and what's been added. Having lunch and a break from making cards, very nice. Are you making specific types of cards, or are you just whatever strikes today? I haven't made a card in a very long time, other than the ones that I've done on stream for work. But that's fine. Yeah, this is why I started journaling. Gives me that same creative buzz, but doesn't feel like work. Birthday cards, I have a flower set of images, very nice. Yeah, we always say one of the cards that you need the most is birthday cards. I'm very glad that the aesthetic that Hubman and Chubgirl have is quite, I want to say, like a naive art style. It's very simplistic, which is handy for those of us who are not artistically gifted, shall we say. It means that my very basic little doodles and drawings don't look out of place. Do I outline the clouds? Do I give them like a thick black border in the same way that I have everything else? Maybe I will go down a size. Making for a spring fair. I have a table and I'll be making gift boxes using tiny bones. Very nice. I hope it goes well for you. the temptation to get one of those tiny desk hoovers to hoover up all of the eraser bits is strong. Thank you very much, Hbum. And I think you should. I think it is, I mean, for me, certainly, I love the process of putting pages together like this. So, I said, didn't I, last month I didn't do the same kind of thing. So if I go back to January, you know, we had like the cover page, and then each of the pages had everything. So I did clouds for this week. This one was just boxes, but it was quite highly decorated. This one was pearls and shells, and then boxes. And then for this month, I don't know if it was just the theme that I didn't get on with as well, or if it was just because of the way that I decided to journal. I wanted more space to write and add in some other stickers to kind of emphasize what had gone on during the day. But I found that I did not enjoy the creative process as much because there wasn't as much fun decoration stuff going on. And you can see I've actually got a couple of blank days in here. So I'm going back to the crazy pages, and if I need to write more thoughts, then they can go into my diary, is my overall feeling for that, and we'll see how that goes. Okay, now for the fun time. Now we have the stickers. Bring out the tweezers, of course. Oh no, are they in here or are they still on my desk? They're in here. I was a little concerned then. It is relaxing, and I enjoy journaling in my journal when it looks decorated and fun. You know, add a bit of whimsy to your day. The world is too serious at the moment. Nice to do something that isn't serious. Okay, which dinosaurs, guys? There are too many cute ones. Let's add in this little guy. Oh, I need a matching pair, don't I, for my... Let's pick those before I start pulling all of them. Thank you, Tanae. That is the correct answer. Yes. Right, I need a little paired pair to be my tab for the month. So the options we have are these little, I'm guessing these are Stegosaurus. Too many Stegos? No, absolutely not. We've got some little pterodactyls that match here. We've got these little guys, and these, and these, and the little ones in eggs, and these. There's two more little egg boys here. We've got some little brontosauruses. We have multiple of the brontosaurus. The little triceratops as well. Or these. So, the tabs that I've done so far, I have the jelly and the little ice cream house. The long neck boys, these two. Okay, so we will not use those stickers anywhere else. We will save those. In that case, I can take the egg guy down here. This one looks like he is hugging someone. Definitely need some flying boys. I will add some eggs on as well. As you say, it is the start of spring. Even if the weather hasn't quite caught up with that yet. Although, is it sunny today, Arco? Do we have a little bit more sun again? We had actual sunshine yesterday, everyone. Shooketh. Very much overcast today. Okay, back to classic Welsh weather. Fair enough. I love that this sheet is called T-Rex Roar. I'm not sure which one is roaring. Okay, your page annotation question, H-bomb. Have a look at Wisporia. They do very bookish stuff, so they may have something. No guarantees, but they're the most bookish sticker shop that has come to mind so far. I have been thinking about it in the background. Been bubbling away. I'm going to save some of the scenery bits, I think, for other pages, but I will grab some of the washy ones. What do we have in here? I think mostly the little stickers this time are just the dinosaurs themselves. Yeah, there's no sheet of trees in those. Okay. Let's add in some of the washy little hatching eggs too. And once you put them down, you can't even really tell that they're washi paper. So these ones are see-through. You. Add a bit more purple. Okay, I'm pretty happy with that so far. I think we're looking good there. So, turn the page, and this is going to be my Glimmers page, which starts out as a monthly calendar, basically. And I want the boxes to be probably as big as possible. So I might have to do some actual maths here. And we all know that is very much not my strong point. Right, I've got 37 boxes down the page. And 26 boxes across the page. So, 26, 37. And it's a double page spread, so I have that twice. How does March fall in terms of weeks? Oof. Okay, we go across 6. So I could cheat this. Normally, I do Monday start calendars. And if I do my calendar as a Monday start, I would need 6 rows of boxes. Or if I do Sunday start, I think I only need 5. Because today would move on to the first row. I much prefer Monday start. Monday start feels normal to me, but I don't know that I want to divide 6 boxes downwards. Yeah, it would only give me 6 spaces. Whereas I could do a 7 box. Do I need today on there? I mean, possibly not. But it's not a full calendar if I don't have the first on there. Maybe I could mash it onto the end of the month. So put it on the bottom row, like down here, be the first. So the boxes start with the second, and then the first is kind of on its own out here, and then yeah, the 30th and 31st is a Monday and Tuesday, and then there'll be all the blank space. And then I could just have the Sunday here. And then I could put the title across the bottom in that gap. That could work. I could do 7 by 7 boxes. Okay. Thank you, Akko. Making me think outside the box. See what I did there? Right. So. How well does Funky know her 7 times table? Not brilliantly, I can tell you that much. 2835. One, 2, 3, 4, 5. Yes, so it's going to end here anyway. And then this way. Here. And at 7. And 14. 21. What this does mean though is it means that my central box is going to go across the seam. If I stick with 7s, or I could do 7 by 6, and that would mean I'd get 4 on one side and 3 on the other. Yeah, the box would be 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Like, do we count this as a box or not? In which case it would go to here. That middle box would be very big in comparison. It might look a bit odd. I've never drawn up a calendar with a box actually overlapping the middle of the page. It tends to be a little bit uncomfortable, which is why I mostly avoid it. Let's draw it out, see how it looks, and then if I really hate it, I will change it. So 1, 2, 3, 4. There's 5. 6 and 7. What did I do for January? That is a good question. January looked like that. So I did the full grid, but they were smaller boxes. And I did Monday start again. And then February, Sunday was over here. But of course, because February is a short month, I didn't have to go on to the next line. Let me draw this in real quick and we'll see how it looks. And maybe we just do it for this month, and then if we, I'm going to say we, I mean me, obviously. If I really don't like it, I won't cross the middle line again. Ooh, okay. I should possibly have brought this all down because I need to add the day headers at the top. This is why we do this in pencil and don't go straight in with pen. How many spaces do I have at the bottom? 3. So I need to bring everything down by 3. One, 2, 3. Good, good. That does maths. Okay. Same on the other side. This is part of the reason I like having a dot grid notebook for my journal rather than a pre-printed book. It means I get to change my mind every month. If what I did last month didn't work for me, well, that's fine. I can do something different next time. So we do not need this box. That's gonna be Saturday, that's gonna be Friday, that's gonna be Thursday. But that would be my month. I don't know, it's in pencil and it's probably really, really light and probably you can't see it. So, kind of get the idea. So this chunk down here is where I can put my month title. I've got enough space at the top for my days of the week. And hopefully there's enough space in the boxes to write in. It's just this middle box. It's obviously going to be slightly wider because you've got the gap in the center. But I actually think I don't hate that. I think I quite like how that is going to look. I've got a bit of space up the side. I can put some decoration in as well. Okay, I'm going to give it a go for this month and see how it feels. Thankfully we don't have too many of these awkward months that end up with bits that go over and running into 6 weeks rather than 5. Okay, what colour do I want to lay out my grid? Decisions. Let's go with teal green. Alright, starting there, ending there. Okay, first line is down. I've locked it in. I'm not sure if I've got another colour of pen on the other side of the ruler, so just in case. Let's not ruin the fine liner. Fine liner? Mild liner. Close but not the same. It's a little bit of an odd solution, I think, adding the first day of the month to the end, but I think it will look okay. Must be very annoying if you are someone who manufactures calendars. You kind of have, you know, like a layout that you want to achieve with images or decoration or whatever. And then some months you just have to put in 5 weeks, some months you maybe even get away with 4 weeks, depending on how February falls. And then some months you end up having to put down 6 weeks. I'm surprised that we haven't changed the calendar. I realise that would be a very big change to be making, but to make it so that it is even across the year. I guess it would be like going metric on the calendar, right? Current calendar is definitely an imperial. A lot of people in the journaling realm actually don't work in calendar months. They work in cycles instead. They work in specific blocks of, I was going to say 3 months, but I don't mean 3 months. 3 sets of 4-week blocks. So that you don't end up with calendar months and all of the complexities that that brings. I can understand why as well. Okay, 1 calendar grid. And then the fun part, we get to add stickers. Days and dates, not in there. Where did I put them? There's the monthly date dots. And then for a title down here, it's not quite going to fit on one side, I don't think. This one possibly would. I think that one is just a smidge longer. Let's test it. Test that theory. Will it fit? Yes. Very nice. And then I love the days of the week on this one. They've got the little dinosaur eggs on them. Sorry, they are dinosaur eggs. So, Monday. Tuesday. Wednesday.
Apologies for interrupting your viewing. An ad break will now run for 180 seconds. Please hang out and we'll be right back.
Thank you, Russell. Friday. Saturday. And Sunday. Quick bit of Dr. Pepper. Right, I'm going to put down number 1 first, so that I don't forget that number 1 is down here. Because otherwise you know I would. And you absolutely know that I would add number 1 up here. Ooh, where do I put it for this box? Here? Yeah. Let's go with that. Next set. The intention for this spread this month is, like I say, to add in those little... No! How many of you were shouting at me? How did I just completely skip an entire day?
Thank you for your patience during our ad break. Now back to our scheduled programming. Enjoy the stream.
Thank you, Russell. Isn't it lucky that these are reasonably peelable? Okay, do I have that right? So Monday is the 2nd and the 9th, yes. I knew this calendar was going to be a problem this month. Oh, I can't get my nail under this one. I might need to bust out the pointy tweezers for this. As a rule, I tend not to use the pointy tweezers because I worry about stabbing the sticker or the paper. But I feel like for trying to pry this up before it permanently sticks, I think I've got it. I think I've got it.
You failed.
I did fail. Thank you for the Alco. Oh. Oh. Thank goodness. I noticed not one of you said anything though, as I was merrily adding things to the completely wrong days there. Right, so we've got another Friday the 13th in March. Thank you very much, Gregorian calendar, for that. The 14th is Saturday, not Sunday. Is it because I rolled over a new line and I just expected to put that? Probably. 16th, yep. So, as I was saying, the intention for this is to add in a little something for every day, just to highlight a good moment. So, it might be that I doodle something, it might be that I add in a sticker or something, or I just write a word, just to try and remember those little glimmers in my day. And apparently it's a very good practice for if you are feeling a little overwhelmed with the world, with everything that is happening in the world, if it all feels a bit heavy or too serious or too sad. If you try and look for just those little moments and make a note of them, it can help to remind you that not everything is bad. Even in terrible times, there are good moments. So, one sticker sheet down. Woo! What else do we want to add into here? Maybe we could add in one of these fun little holographic stickers down here. Or I've got the little window guys. Or even the little mini pictures in frames. I think I'm going to use one of the hollow ones. And just for a little bit of extra color on the page, I'm going to give this a little swish, just with some grey. What do you reckon? The volcano? Erupting volcano of impending doom, or calm volcano? Calm volcano. Correct answer, everybody. Well done. And then I think down this side, I'm going to try and write the word glimmers in a nice way, but I don't know if there is a way that I can do that you're going to be able to see. Maybe if I prop that up there. Flip that together. Now I am definitely not great at brush lettering. It's something that I'm trying to work on, but I have not in any way, shape or form perfected it yet. So this may or may not go well. Let me test. So G I M R is always a problem for me. So how do you do a calligraphy R? So from an E you come up like that. I believe. Nope, that went wrong completely. Okay, I think that works. Let me put that there so I can see what I'm doing. So, or I brought stencils up with me. We don't have to rely on my terrible... I can't do calligraphy. I'm pretty sure I have a cute font that I can use for this. I do have a cute font I can use for this. Assuming it fits. Just. This is called Love Letters. I love the fact that it has the little hearts. And I think it's just in those two. I think it's the uppercase O has the, yeah. Oh, the uppercase O is a heart. Okay. I am going to not do handwriting. And I'm going to do it with font stencil instead. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. I bet you those M's are much wider than the rest of them. Yeah. Now the middle of my book, technically, is not the dotted line on the grid page because I don't have that extra dot at the bottom. So it's going to be there. So if I do 1M one side and 1M the other side, in theory that should be centered. One of the things I would like to improve this year is my hand lettering. But that involves a lot of practice. And I've definitely not been dedicating time to practice lately. Maybe that should be something that I aim to work on. Add in some more time. L-I-M-M-E. I like this font because it is a mix of upper and lowercase, even in the lowercase letters. This R is very definitely a uppercase. Nice. That fits very beautifully on there. Perfect. Okay. Let's add in some purple for this page. I will go over it in pen first and then I will colour it in, I think. And hope that the pen doesn't bleed. Fingers crossed. And I think because of the way this font is set out, it doesn't actually matter if it's not perfectly straight either. The benefit of these being on a stencil is I can try and line up the edge of the stencil with the dot grid so I know it's roughly straight on the page. Okay, so A, B, D, E, that's the hole for the G. And then the R. It is very definitely upper, not lower. Alright, so G, O, P, Q, R. And then S. Glimmers. Perfect. I'm going to give the pen a moment to dry before I go in with my eraser and rub that out. But I will add a little something either side of this. Maybe we go in with a little bit of the cute washi. Also means I can cover up the page number. Sometimes page numbers in journals are handy. Sometimes just don't want it. Hopefully we're good. Yes, we are. There's nothing worse than drawing in your stenciled letters and then going in too quickly to rub out the pencil lines and smudging it all. And then, as I said, purple Tombow. I'm just going to colour the letters in very carefully because I don't want to pull the black into the colour. It's not the look I'm going for. What time are we at already? Okay, 2. Might get one more spread set up today. And then call it time for lunch. I wasn't feeling hungry before we started streaming today. But now my body is like, yeah, could use some food. Is this where we make our fake milk muffins, Alco? We've been planning to have since Friday, I think. Or was it Thursday? Okay, I'm happy with that one. And as I add in the bits into that month, it will look even more filled in. Alrighty, next page. So this is going to be my happy mail spread. I actually have some new stickers to use in this, which I'm very excited about too. So generally speaking, I have boxes down the side for the subscriptions that I get, any orders that I place in the month, and then I leave the rest of it free for all of the little notes and things that I get from places as I receive orders. Probably I'm going to stick with this rough layout. Yeah. I may even go back in with pencil time again as well. Maybe if we do happy and then I can write in mail, but it's not quite so big. Let's see how that looks. Or I could do it at the bottom for a change. No, I can't. The brain says no to that. It goes at the top. So these letters are all fairly similar in width this time. I think we're going to have just P and Y on this side. And then we'll do the rest of the word on the other side. And then the H. It's another capital letter. This is a cool font. I like this one. So I get the font stencils from a company called Ipsy. And one of the things I wish they did, so the font stencils come this size. There's the, you can see what it looks like. And I wish that they did all of their fonts in pocket size. Do I have a pocket stencil up here? So this is a pocket size stencil. Nope, that's not helping. Can you see it on there? No. So it's this big, basically. There we go. And they do have some of their fonts available in stencils this size, so the entire alphabet is on this size stencil, which obviously means that the letters are that much smaller. And sometimes for my journal, I do wish they had more of their fonts available that small, because I don't always want massive titles on pages. I would prefer to take up less of the page with a title, which is why I was handwriting in a lot of them, but then, as previously discussed, I don't always love my handwriting. Did I go in with a black liner pen on this one? No, I might just go in with colour this time. Let's go in with blue. Small, exactly. Small is best. You got it, Alco. I do have a penchant for small things. If it is a small bowl or a small notebook, a small box, A, B, C, E, D, O, P. Basically anything that is in a little poucher. I like them. We every now and again when we browse around Austrian Gren, however you say that lovely shop. It's all of the teeny tiny little dishes and things that catch my eyes first. I couldn't even explain why. Just like them. They did, and I've not actually seen them the last couple of times I've been in there. They did the, you know, the plastic fold-up storage crates you can get. They did a little small version of those. In cute colours. They were in like pinks and lilacs and all of my favourite colours, basically. And yes, I did buy one without specifically having a purpose for it first. I have made a purpose for it on my desk at work, but when I originally purchased it, it did not have a purpose. I just wanted it because it was small. And in fact, this also holds true for notebook purchases. So one of the bigger notebook brands in the kind of planner and journaling world have recently released a new range of books, and they did them in a size called Pocket, which is a very lovely small book. And one of the designs, I wanted it, but I knew I didn't need an A5 this size notebook, but the heart wanted a small notebook, so I got one. Next I have their family over with their dog. Then I'm glad I have my headphones on and I can't hear Because that would make me sad too. Sometimes I do think the house is too quiet. I almost thought I heard Ruby when I came home the other day as well. Rumbling to get up from her bed. Miss that, Papa. Okay, happy? I heard her crying from downstairs while I was at my PC yesterday. Oh. Yeah. It is very strange. Very strange. Can I scroll back somehow? Twitch newbie. I don't think you can while the stream is live. Welcome back, Alex. But once the stream is over, you can then scrub through it just like a normal video. But if you want an update, I will happily do a little flick through. Title page. Calendar. Working on Happy Mouse spread now. Slow journaler alert. Okay, happy mail. So I want, how many subscriptions do I currently have active? Probably too many, says my wife. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So I need to break up this into 5 boxes. So that means I can do 7. No, I can't. No, I can't. So what did I do last month? Because it wasn't quite big enough. This is the problem, right? This sticker from Cute Stickers Only goes over the edge of the box, which is a problem. So this sticker is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So it needs to be 6. That's what I'm aiming for. Okay, that helps. So if I start 1 in 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Oh, I've lost count. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. How many did I say I have? 5? Yeah. 1, 2, 3, 4. Oh, so maybe I could go one higher. 1, 2, 5, 6. I could actually go to 7. I do have enough. Or I could leave a gap between. That would also be an option. Ooh, this is decisions time. Because I have some new stickers to add in today. New stickers? Why yes, I do. Where did I put the other sheet? Somewhere here. So I had these made up, so I don't have to write it in every time. And I'm sort of thinking I might put one up this side this way. The subs on this side. I do have another sheet of these that says orders. Orders down this side. But obviously I need a very small table because I don't place that many orders for stationary things. As we all know, that's definitely not something that happens. Oh, there it is. I knew it was here somewhere. Subs and orders. And these are on a transparent like washi paper. I can put like a little coloured background for them. So let me change this up. If we went to there and then started the next one there. We're gonna do that line, then that line. I think that works out quite nicely. And that means I've got a gap in between as well. So for slightly larger stickers, they can hang over the edge without obliterating the title of the next box, which is what happened here. I had to overwrite that. Yes, perfect. A little 6x6 box. Is that going to be wide enough, that sticker, or am I going to need to be big? Going to need to be wider than that, otherwise the sticker's going to take up the whole thing. Let's go for 6x8. Basically what I need is for all of the cute stationery shops to stop releasing new things. Obviously that's never going to happen. So to mirror that on this side, we're starting there. I'm going to get the entire table in 8 squares. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. I normally do it as 10, so. Something like that. And again, because I don't place many orders, the table doesn't need to be very long. Okay, let's commit it. Colour black, colour black. Funny lady. Don't know what you mean. I barely order anything. Oh, and I could put the little stamp stickers because this is for mail. Yes, I like that. Okay, I'm doing it. I'm going to put this in black pen. You see how difficult a decision that was for me. Ah, there is no hope. I'm still trying to figure out how I'm doing today. Do I just add today onto next week? Do I do a weekly spread with 8 days rather than 7? I think probably that's what I'm opting for. If I had a single page spread that I put into my journal regularly, I could do today having its own full single side, but I don't have a single page anything that I regularly put into my journal, although I could. I have a new spread that I'm planning on putting in for this month. I don't know if I'll have time to do it today. Maybe. And I guess that could be a single page rather than a double. What's really funny is I had an order arrive this week with no less than 3 separate rulers in it, and I didn't bring any of them up with me. Don't ask why there are 3 rulers. It was something of an accident. But now I can have rulers literally everywhere. What I might actually also do is add in my pen pal letters. They are also happy mail, and it would be nice to track when they come in as well. So while I'm here, let's add that in. I'm gonna have to get Desi to make me some more stickers for that. The orders and sub stickers that I have are from a friend of mine who has a sticker shop. And she does custom stickers, so you can order basically any word you want. And she will write them out, resize them, print and cut them. I didn't think of asking for happy mail to be no, not happy mail, pen pals. Should have done. then, right, a little swish of green. Make sure that doesn't go off the edge of the page onto the next page. Orders. Subs. Ha 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 ha. Like it. That was exactly what I had in mind when I ordered those, so I'm glad that they work as I had hoped they would. That's another cheaty top tip, I guess, if you don't like your own handwriting. Find a sticker shop that will do custom script stickers for you in a font that you like. Believe it or not, these are actually Desi's own handwriting. She has made I guess a font out of it. Cute. Okay, subs, orders, and yeah, I need like a pen pals one. Pen pals or letters, something. Okay, let's add in a couple of these cute stamps. Just lining up the sticker, don't mind me. Nothing to see here. There we go. It looks very plain for now. But once things start coming in, it will fill up. So we need 8. And received, and this is going to be date. Can I write the word recipient in here? Probably not. What would be the correct word? So if I'm tracking ones I have sent and also ones I have received, not recipient because I'm going to be the recipient. I want to track whether I'm sending it, who I have sent it to, or who it has come from. Correspondent. A short way of saying correspondent. And then we'll do a T/F for to or from. Come on, smart people in chat. What's a short word for correspondent? I'm gonna have to thesaurus it. Correspondent. Letter writer, pen pal, communicator, Pen friend. Pen pal? I guess pen pal would fit nicely into there. Sure. Sold. There we go. And in fact, that's what I could get the sticker for this part to say. Pen pal. Nice. Okay, Happy Meal spread done. That's a super simple one. I guess we could add some washi at the bottom. We've not added any for a while. Let's do it. We'll cover up the page numbers too. The cute little baby dinos and eggs. That didn't work. This page is not laying straight. Making this not so easy. Okay, done. Turn the page. So, this is the spread that I was planning on doing something a little bit different. I have some very cute stickers from one of my subscriptions. Again, from Desi. This is my self-love penguin, and I wanted to do like a self-care bingo type spread. But I think probably I do want a double page for this. I was wondering if I could cut it down to a single page so I could get March 1st on its own. But I think probably I would just make week 10 have one day of week 9 in it as well. Yeah, that works best. Okay, self-love penguin. So, self-care bingo. Take care of yourself or else. Look at this guy. It's funny. Love him. And the color scheme fits in beautifully for this month. And I get some of this on as well. So we're going to need a grid. How many squares do you normally have in a bingo board? Or does it not matter? I guess this is my bingo board. I can make it have as many or as few squares as I want it to have. We do have that whole center crease issue again though. This is a very big step in this page too. I don't know if you can see it on camera. There's quite a big gap. Maybe if I roll it over slightly, it'll sit better. What if then does that line up? Not quite. We can make it line up. So, okay, what if we did 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 by 6 boxes? So we're going to be looking at there and there. We have 5 by 5 grid. So where is the center of the page? This way. That is 19. That's only 17, so it's actually there. I'm having to do maths again, guys. We can't do that. Can't do the maths. So 1, 2, 3. Sure, close enough. It doesn't evenly divide, but that's fine. So if we're saying that's our center point, we want 6 either side of that. So 1, 2, 3, there, and there. This is such a brain workout every time I do journaling. It really shouldn't be. It's meant to be like a nice relaxing activity. And I end up doing way more maths than I ever planned. And all I'm doing is drawing out grids. It really shouldn't be that difficult. 2, 3, 6. So we've got a line going there. And there's the top. Okay, we got there. We got there in the end. This is the quality content that you come for, right? Roughly centered, not perfect, but I'm okay with that. With the grid that this journal has, there isn't actually a nice even center point. I moved into a different brand of journal for the start of this year. This one is from Tifosi because I loved the cover design. But because it has the page numbers in the bottom corners, it misses a row of dots. So my last journal came down another row, so it did have an even bit of spacing. I kind of missed that. I'll probably go back next time around. A bit late, but my neighbour's dog barks non-stop when they go out, and it can be hours and I get so triggered out. Oh, that's so sad. Yeah, it's making us sad because obviously we lost Ruby last year. The hearing dogs barking. Kind of a little sad. In fact, a lot sad. But yeah, that must be very frustrating as well. Very frustrating indeed. Okay, now I need to figure out how I want to do this. To figure out what kind of pen I want to put down. Am I going to put a sticker down when I've done something, but then I can't see what I've written into the box? Yeah, last September She was a very, very old lady. Didn't quite make it to her 16th birthday. Yeah. No, Ruby. It is very sad.
Apologies for interrupting your viewing. An ad break will now run for 180 seconds. Please hang out and we'll be right back.
Yeah, she was a very good age. A very good age indeed. Right, so here is my mental thinking. I probably shouldn't do this during an ad break because people can't see what I'm saying. Oh wait, I will sit and ponder some more. Maybe I'll add in the title during the ad break. We still have the little I'm sure we have Ruby emotes. Yeah, we do. Oh, Ruby shoes. I am kind of worried that the font stencil this time might be a little too big. And I did bring these in, wondering if I can make up the words. So these are monthly headers. This is just all of the months, but as you can maybe see, these are quite a bit smaller. It says 3. I need a bit of dark paper or something so you can actually see these. Can you see them on the back of my glasses case? Yes, you can. They're a little bit smaller, so I'm wondering if I can make up the words that I want with the letters that are in here in this smaller letter size. I think probably I can. Let's try and do that. Hold on. I need to look at the phrase. So we're trying to write out self-care bingo. That's what we're aiming for. And I'll put the exclamation on the end as well because that gives us then an even number of letters. We've got 5, 10, 16 letters overall. Well, 16 characters, not letters. So halfway point is going to be at 8. For the R.
Thank you for your patience during our ad break. Now back to our scheduled programming. Enjoy the stream.
So if we get to R on this side. Welcome back from the ad break, guys. Thank you again for hanging out during the ads. So, is there an A on this one? No, there is not. Need a lowercase a, March. So for those of you that were stuck in an ad break, I am adding in a title for this page. And I don't have a small set of font stencils. What I have is a set of small month headers. So by using all of the letters across all of the months, in theory I should be able to spell out the title that I want. It's a creative solution, I'm sure you'll agree. Then I need a space and I need an F. Uh-oh, I might only have an uppercase F. Oh well, I guess we're mixing fonts. sizes. April has an L. And then I need an E. There's one in June. And then an S. I need September. The things I do to avoid writing something in my own handwriting. Self. And that stencil totally just moved on the page. Burr. And then a space and I need B. One of the burr months. I Thankfully, most letters in the alphabet are actually covered in the months. Not all of them, but most of them. E-I-N. And then G, August. There it is. And then O, October. And I'm going to take the I in April and use it the other way up to make an exclamation point. Except I will put the little heart the right way up. Okay, self-care bingo. Again, I know you can't see it because it's in pencil and it's also going to be upside down, but I think that works quite nicely. It fits just about within those, sorry for hitting the microphone, boxes as well. So the questions that I have for setting this up, I have my grid laid out. Obviously the center square will be a freebie. If I was to write on here the bingo thing, so the things to tick off. If I then put a sticker over it when I did it, I'm not going to be able to see what the thing was that I did. Does that matter? This was just a loose idea in my head. It wasn't actually fully fleshed out, which is why we now have thinking time involved. Or I could just put a number into each box and have a list of the things that equate to that number. I am big braining. Thank you very much for recognizing that, Alco. So yeah, I could colour in the boxes, put a number, say in the corner of each one, and probably have some nice big number stickers somewhere that I could use for that. Have a little list down the side of what each of the numbers equates to. And then I get to put the cute stickers in the boxes, because that's the point, right? I want to stick stickers. Kind of think of these like gold stars. I do something, I get a sticker. And I think these will fit very nicely into these boxes too. Yes, that is what I'm going to do. So I need to leave space on one side for my list. That means I can decorate the other side. Thank you for coming to my thought process. I'm sorry if that was painful for you. It was painful for me too. I'm going to add a little bit of the cute, this was the paper that it came wrapped up in, which has all of the same little things on it. So it's got treat yourself, you are loved, okay to say no, proud of you, you are valid, take a break. Very cute. I think I'm going to put some of that down one side, across. Oh, I could go across. Maybe like that. Across the corner. Just so that I have enough of the beauties on there. Hold on, if I was to do it there, what do I get on there? I get this guy, most of that guy. Big brain's coming back in again. And I could do a mirroring piece on this side as well then. Okay, I'm gonna tear the paper, guys. It's happening. I'm ripping it, I'm ripping it. So, if that went across, more like that. Yes. Glue is coming out. Need to tear this a little bit more. You can tell it's serious if the tongue comes out as well. So if that goes down like that, okay, that works. Bit of glue along the bottom of here, bit across the middle, and this is where I hope that I don't land it in the wrong place. Perfect. Okay, and I'm going to do basically the same thing on this side. I think I'm going to go rip across this part. That's the same line though, so maybe I need to do... Can I get it the other way around? Yes. If I rip here and go for that corner. Okay. The brain is really working today, people. So, if that sits kind of across like that, and that will be my edge. Yes. Perfect. Okay. Now, bit of glue across the bottom of here. I didn't bring my big scissors up. That would have made that far too easy, obviously. One corner. Just round off those corners as well. Very nice. Okay. So we have pretty paper in the corners. I'm actually gonna hold this down while I work on this. This page is a little bouncy. So if I have a 5x5 grid, I have 25 squares, unless my maths really fails me, which is quite possible, as we all know. Not very good at that. But because the middle square is free, that means I only have 24 squares to fill in. So I just need 12 lines on each side. One, two, three. So we could have our 12 things on that side. And then I could do high. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. Then I could do 12 things on that side, and then I've got space for additional decorative pieces as well. This is really taxing the brain. I did no such thing. I did not break the crow. Is it a crow? Is it a raven? Your feathery friend, yes. I didn't break it. It just spontaneously shed a tail feather. I don't know. It was actually already loose when I was up there. I'm getting told off because I plugged something into Alco's PC earlier, and she has a Lego, some form of blackbird, and one of its tail feathers was loose, and I'm being accused of making it broken. Well, it's not me. I didn't do it. Okay. Following the squares. Don't have a pink pen with me. That was not smart. That's fine. We can come back to it. Where is... There it is. I'm going to draw in the grid in just regular black pen. And then I'm going to alternate the squares. I bet he has got his beady eye on me. I will fill in the squares with alternating pink and purple pen. Potentially, maybe even like a gingham pen. That might be cute. But that may have to be an off-stream activity. I was planning on stopping at 3 and it's already 5:02. Oops. I need to finish leveling and finish the campaign quests. There is much still to be done. I might have to find a very good way of getting the line to go through the middle of the book. It involves flexing the ruler, probably. Yeah. Hopefully you guys can't all hear Alco's PC. It's not the quietest. But if you can suddenly hear a load of additional computer fan noise in the background, that's what that is. Hurrah for flexible rulers. Makes this much easier. If it seems a little weird that I'm jumping from one side to the other, I'm just giving the pen a few seconds to dry so I don't smudge it. It's experience talking. I have very definitely done that in the past. Okay, one bingo grid. That needs numbers, but that will come. let's do the title at the bottom. And then I think I will call it a day for that. And I'll add the pictures of the finished spread on Discord, so if you want to have a look at how it turned out in the end, I'll put it on there for you. Or probably it'll be on Instagram. In fact, there's no probably about it, it will be on Instagram. And again, this is where the fact that these stencils are so flexible comes in very handy. You can get it right into the gap in the page. Do you even see what I'm doing? No. Brilliant. I just had a thought then that the camera doesn't see down this far, does it? Okay. Sorry, everyone. Shimmy. There we go. Now you can see what I'm doing. Professional streamer, everyone. And I have just realised I have not put the middle in the A, so let's get that in before I forget. Okay, which letters am I missing? G. Give that a second to try, and then I'll go back and add in the middle. I've got B as well. Probably would be better with a gel pen or something that dried a little faster. This S is different. I must have used one from a different word last time I drew it in. Never mind, that's fine. Center of the bee. Flame, how's it going? Sorry, not sorry about the rickroll. I am still live. Not for much longer though. I am trying to get this finished. Apparently getting robbed, you are. How many times is that now that you have been rickrolled? And like the percentage of rickroll is very small. It's like only about 5%, I think. You just seem to be incredibly unlucky. Or lucky, I mean, maybe you really like Regasly. Twice in the last 2 streams. Oof. Maybe you are just, like, say, a mega fan. Middle of the O. Done. Nice. Okay, this spread is not finished, I know. But I don't have half the stickers that I need for it up here.
Capybara, 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 capybara.
At least that one worked for you. I don't think there are any bad versions in Capybara. I think it is all just Capybara. Okay, I have some washi tape that I think I'm going to try and put into here. So this one is like a positivity stuff. So it says things like you can learn and grow every day. You can do hard things. Self-care is deeper than skincare. Just look at how far you've come. Cultivate what matters. Life is tough, but you are strong, etc., etc. And I feel like this message fits very nicely with self-care bingo, but is too wide. So I can do this at the top, but not at the bottom. I shall do that at the top of here. Some little positive messages. Because it has words on it, I'm going to have to cut it off. I'm not cutting words in half. I'll be doing that. And I don't think I have anything in here that's going to fit. Nope. That's fine. I'll see if I can find like a guinea washi to go at the bottom. Okay, I think that is about as far as I can get with this spread with the supplies I have up here. All the rest of the stickers that I need are downstairs. I will go in and add in my stickers. I think this little penguin face is going to go into the center free square, or maybe the I believe in you. I'll need to figure that out. Which one's going in here? Alco is here. She's actually just there. There she is. She's playing some Rimbo today. Yeah, so I'm going to put in my free square in the middle, and then I'll add in numbers 1 through 24 for the boxes. Add those in down the sides. Write in my little self-care bingo winning actions, whatever they end up being. And then as I complete them, I can add a sticker, because who doesn't love getting a sticker for doing something? We all do. that is my plan. And like I say, I'll add pictures onto Discord so you can see how it turns out, or they will be on Instagram if you would prefer to see them there. So I'm going to leave it there for today. As some journal time, 3.5 hours of journaling. Oof. Okay, quick flick through what we've done. Oh, I know what we can do. So here is cover page for March with all the cute dinosaurs. Love, love, love. We have the page for glimmers. The happy mail page. And self-care bingo. Mostly sort of vaguely done. That's the thing, right? Mostly sort of vaguely done. We're getting there. And then, yeah, more to come, as always. Thank you for hanging out for Journal Stream. I know it's been a very, let me switch. Hello. I know it's been a very, World of Warcraft heavy few days. I'm definitely going back to WoW now to carry on leveling. I will also be streaming tomorrow. More World of Warcraft. But that being said, if I can fit some more journal streaming time in this week, I will, because I have that traveling journal that I'm going to be working on. If you're interested in seeing how that works and comes together, I will try and get some journal stream time in. What is our plan this week? What have we got on? The Pilates Wednesday morning, so Wednesday evening technically is free. Right? Yeah? Tuesday probably. Oh, we're running on Tuesday. Running Tuesday evening, so won't be here Tuesday evening. We'll already be streaming WoW tomorrow. So, potentially Wednesday evening and maybe some Friday evening journaling too. Yes. Hello! Thank you very much. I appreciate that. Did cast a weird glow on my face? Thankfully not. Thankfully not. So yeah, I should hopefully have a couple more streams up during the week. This week. Plus a lot of World of Warcraft tomorrow, obviously. I might need some honey and lemon for that because my throat is very unhappy with all of the additional talking that I've been doing this weekend. Thank you everyone for hanging out. I hope you have enjoyed journal time. Back again. Flame, I'm hoping that we see you in World of Warcraft later this afternoon. I've not actually seen you be online yet, so gotta do that. Yes, I have penciled in Buts' wedding. It is in the calendar now, so I don't accidentally book something else that weekend. That would be very bad, wouldn't it? Right, let's have a look. Is anyone else currently streaming? Leanne is streaming. She is playing with... What is she up to? Let's see. Is she journaling today? Playing with stationery and journaling. Brilliant. Let's go and see Leanne then. Let's go and do that. Thank you again everyone for being here. We can bully him together. Yes, I like that plan. I like that. Perfect. I hope to see you again later this week. Lily Bean, sorry, the ADHD is strong right now. Lily Bean TV. There we go. Lily Bean TV. I hope to see you again for some more streams this week. There's some game stream, there's some journal streams, whatever you're into. Hopefully I will see you there. Let's go and raid Leanne. Say hello. Watch her do some journaling. Nice chill vibes over there as well. And yeah, I hope you enjoy the rest of your afternoon. Thanks everyone for being here, and I will see you all again very, very soon. Bye guys!
You rate once again.